Good afternoon, everyone. Bopping along. Bev's to the left of me. She's bopping along to the music too. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah. How you doing? I'm Itchy Valley. It's so funny. It never gets unfunny calling myself Itchy Valley or saying Itchy Valley instead of Itchin Valley. Oh, innuendo-tastic. Hi. I'm just waiting for everybody to come in. But oh goodness. Thank goodness I don't have too high a definition of a camera. Look, I'm 41 years old and I'm still getting the spots. What's all that about? It's not good. I'm going to sit here like that, doing that, hiding my skins. So, Steve Milne says, afternoon, Dave. But where's Dave Sabby Williams' comment? It's in there. I can see it on YouTube just there. It says Dave Sabby Williams, afternoon, everyone. Smiley emoji, then a kiss. But it's not in the comments in here. I can't bring it up. I'm very sorry, Dave. Sorry that I can't give you a shout. Elizabeth Shazam, back from walk just in time. Emma Shaw says hello. Dave Sabby Williams says hello. Anyway, on the Facebook, on the Booker Face. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. You're very cheerful today, Danny. Thank you, Susie. Because, funnily enough, I'm absolutely raging at the moment. Dave Sabby Williams, I commented yesterday, but it disappeared. I can still see it. It's on YouTube, but it's just, I can see it. Definitely see it up there. Anyway, 41, but still young. Yeah, absolutely. You're only as old as the woman you feel. But still young. It's a good sign to get spots still. Mentally, I'm very, very much young. Very much. Physically, I'm probably I have the flexibility of a 90-year-old. An unhealthy 90-year-old, because of course you get very flexible 90-year-olds, nonagerians. So yeah, cheerful shouldn't be, because I have been raging at Logitech and UPS regarding my camera that I ordered in January 10th or 11th, nearly 2 months ago. And I'm like, where is it? And I only started looking for it because I told them to chase it up, and UPS, and I've now got a message from Logitech going, oh, sorry, yeah. Can't have it. We're going to refund in 3 weeks. And that's it. Thanks. Bye. I like a hook part. Excuse me, what? What do I do? I mean, I've gone back at them. I'm complaining, but how do I take it high? Is there a trading standards? Is there an ombudsman? I think there is, isn't there? I've been looking online. Be like, yeah, the camera, can't find it. Going to refund you in 3 weeks. I don't know why 3 weeks. Why does it take 3 weeks to give a refund when they can do it? They could do it easily. They already did it once a little bit. I'm like, yeah, sorry, thanks. Cheers, bye. Just terrible. Anyway, so that sullied my impression on Logitech, the company. I will never buy a product from them now, having had my fingers burnt. And UPS, of all the delivery companies, I think it's the first thing I've had delivered during this whole lockdown. UPS, the first time they've been couriered, and they lost the item. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's stressful. Not the end of the world, not the most important thing in the world, but yeah, hey ho. Right, 43 people joining, a little bit low on what we usually get. It's interesting because we've got like 80 comments on the Facebook. So let's bring it up. Let's get into it. The memories, because we're looking back on the memories from the penultimate weekend. Now, it was for the UK that was penultimate, because I believe other countries started to pause, and then we went on another week. So next week will be the anniversary of having that memory, looking back on the last one. So yeah, let's dive into it. Let's have a look at what people are saying. Let's just pick up the screen. So I will try and keep on top of the comments coming in, but let's go through the chat-ins. Oh, what's happening? Oh, look, notifications coming in. My mum reacted to the video. Hello. Stephen Ferguson's been commenting because, of course, I just posted the link. Well, I changed the cover photograph with a shot of the new merchandise that's available with Dolly or Bev, or you can have Arbitrary on the front. And I've ordered some tees, and I can't wait to wear them. I'd like to wear them for the Q&As. That would be good. Anyway, right. So what did I post? March the 7th, 2020, I said. Where were you that parkrun day? Danny was at Itchin Valley Country Parkrun, as you can see, with Alan Roos, a.k.a. Helen Rees. His memory was that he got stabbed accidentally, allegedly. For those of you who listen to the podcast, I got jabbed accidentally in the finger by Helen's son, and I bled a little bit. Bleeding all over the place. It wasn't great. And looking back on it now, it's like, crikey, everybody would have been in absolute panic. And one post only, please. And don't forget the context. Post your pics and memories below, and we'll go through them during our live at 12:30 p.m. GMT today. So 88 comments. I think it's about 70% posts in total. So thank you to everyone that's contributed. There's 70 people contributing. There's only 45 people watching. Where's the discrepancy? Where's the other 25? Where have you gone? Where is you? Where you at? Chipping in. So what I'm going to do to try and make it super swift, because last week I did go on for ages. Okay, 44, 45, bye, 43. See you, people. Bye. Oh, thanks for checking in. See you later. Is there any point me going on? The dog, Karen's back when the dogs I'm walking today have gone absolutely bonkers. Danny's mum just did an angry emoji. She has done that, says it here. Absolutely, she has done an angry emoji. Look how close you all are in that photo. Yeah, it's so weird. And the photographs that are coming up, Nicola. Yeah, I mean, it really is. It definitely has an impact on how you look and react to things. Right. So I'm going to scoot over the one that are just words and comments, because obviously it's lovely that people contributed, but for this format, for video format, ideally images are the thing that works. So let's run through that. And thank you to everybody that has written comments. If there's no photograph, please go and have a read. Some of them are fantastic. I would say all of them are fantastic. Have a good old read. But I won't be going through them on this, because otherwise it just makes the live extend out even longer. Anita Platt says, I was at Uddersfield and I'm incredibly grateful I got to enjoy their fabulous Mario Kart course before the pause. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mario Kart course. Mario Karting. Thank you for that, Anita. Gabby Near. Massive post. You're like the new Helen Reese. You are. I volunteered at Beeston Parkrun as part of the all-female volunteer team, including all-female pacers. I had spent the week in Berlin with my students, flown back Friday evening, got to bed at 2 a.m. Okay, this is a superfluous detail now. Right, here we go. Got up early hours, got up early, course being flooded, pre-parkrun course checks, tidy up, involved lots more than usual, supervised our doggo volunteer and Chief Pedro, who incidentally has a very boopable snoot. Thanks for that, Gabby. I need to put a word limit on these things going forward, don't I? That's some very good work, may I say, in terms of the pathway. Crikey, that's some shifting work, clearing that out for everybody. What was that in the way? Is this a general dump of grass or hay? What happened there? Anyway, Jane Cuskin, thank you very much for the comment. She went to Gateshead Parkrun, International Women's Day. Yes, International Women's Day. We'll come to that in a second. It was International Women's Day that weekend. Elizabeth Shazam, no photo as a tail walker at home park run. Then we have Emma Shaw. I was behind the camera, so no photos of me. So here's Denise Taylor looking joyful on her park run. It was a special day for Perry Hall. Not only did we turn the park purple for International Women's Day, hence all the female paces for Beeston that Gabby mentioned. It was Craig Miles' first ever stint as run director. We had the whole core team there to support him that day, and everything went like clockwork. What a shame that 12 months later he's had no chance for another RD morning. Yeah, Kevin Stone's meant to be run director at Kingston for the 10th anniversary, and that never happened because that was due a week after we paused. But yeah, International Women's Day, I believe it's coming up. And I'm not going to do it. I said on Twitter, I still have got horrible memories from last year when I, without any seriousness, said, when's International Man's Day? And I thought some people would be searching for that. And they did. And Richard Herring searched for it. And then he retweeted and shamed me and went, oh, it's this date. And then basically I got piled on by people. I'm like, whoa. I wasn't being serious. I was just seeing if people were checking it out. And then it's the worst thing of Twitter. I will never do such a thing ever again. I think many people have great stories about how they make a joke online and it's taken really seriously. And then you get strangers just pile on because they look for these comments. And I've had it many times with my public account in terms of you say something and people are searching for words and they have a go at you. And you're like, wow, it's like you're not given any context to this. And even yesterday when I said I wasn't going to do it again, I still had a couple of people tell me it's in November. I'm like, no, I know that. I'm not disputing that. I don't actually seriously think that there's an issue there. I'm all for equality. And what I find fascinating was I was the one that pushed for Nicola to come onto the podcast to make it more equal rather than having three men to try and balance it all out. And a big advocate of having women involved in everything that we do on these channels with Hannah and Gabby and Helen and everyone else. And I'm like, but some people just, they just want to have a go at you. I'm like, anyway, the point being, yeah, it's I'm all for International Women's Day. And if I ask jokingly when's International Man's Day, I'm mocking the knuckleheads who ask that question with all seriousness. Anyway, you're not allowed to be humorous on Twitter anymore. Humor is not allowed anymore. Julie Clark. That was my last park run on the 7th of March. I was in Perth, Australia, and I ran at Claysbrook Cove. I met a girl from Baxenden running Bugs Accrington. Fabulous memories. Awesome. Australia as well, because that was their last weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, last parkrun. Because of course they had to stop a week before us. Do remember that. And yeah, I mean the World Cup of Cafes is going really strongly. Mount Gambier and Bedworth. I mean the engagement. I read up an article on I've been to the Mayor's Cafe in Bedworth, and I read an article on the Metro Bakery Cafe in Mount Gambier. I keep saying Gambier, Mount Gambier, and it's brilliant. It's a place that supports many, many different people from all walks of life. Gordon Pearson, hello, Gordon. Birthday parkrun at Sunny Honey with this crazy lot. Where's Sunny? Oh, Hunstanton Promenade. I was about to say, where's Sunny Honey? Of course, it says just there, Danny. Read. Hope you're doing well, Gordon. And more Itchy Valley-ness. Alan Roos. Danny said it already, but we're at beloved Itchy Valley Country Park Run, event number 2. Here we are with ED Sergio and RD Lewis. This was about 2 minutes after our With Me Now interview where the alter ego, Alan Roos, came into being. Yeah, indeed, because you told us about being called Alan Roos at the coffee shop, didn't you? Yes, you did. I remember that very, very well. Matt Miller, Hackney Marshes. Thanks, Matt. No, that's it. Nothing more. Just literally taking it as where were you and telling us exactly where we are. No more additional information, no more anecdotes. I know I don't want it to be too long, but that's too short now. It's like the Goldilocks and the porridge. And Heather Morgan was at the celebrating her 40th birthday at Willow. Happy birthday to you for last year. Happy 41st birthday for this year. Kirsty Dodsley, I finally plucked up the courage to start at the front of Brierley Forest. As you can see, Riley loves it, and I'm not quite sure. There you go. Doggy leads, extendable leads. Brierley Forest. I've not been to Brierley Forest yet. Let's have a quick check in on the comments. Let's have a peek. Nicola Headland was at Panshanger. I haven't been there. Good morning to everybody. Hello. Hello to everyone that's here. Hope you're doing well. Rory Marriott. I was at Hobsonville Point for my first ever non-UK sport of voluntourism and met up with a familiar face. Steve Darby. If you're wondering why I do Steve Darby, because we gave him an interview for the longest park run day. If you remember that, years ago, maybe before many of your people's times, but we did the first one of 7 park runs in the longest Sunday nearest to the longest day. And it involved, oh God, crikey, yes. How many years ago was that? 10. And Steve did similar the following year up in Yorkshire way. And I had him on for an interview, and I said that he sounded like Alan Bennett, and it stuck from then. I just did the impression of Steve Darby. But he's down in New Zealand at the moment. Of course, Rory was also in New Zealand. He was at Hobsonville Point, his first ever non-UK sport of voluntourism, and met up with a familiar face. And then he asked, why did I return from New Zealand? Very good question, Rory, meaning you're saying that, yeah, why didn't you stay in a country that has been not so badly impacted and affected by Corona? I could completely appreciate that point. Said something, but Facebook doesn't want to load it very quickly. Is that right? Holy? Pronounce it. Holi. Don't know. An International Women's Day in the same week at Catford Park Run. A lot of funny. It's a lot of funny. It was indeed, Claire, and somewhat messy. And Claire was the one who won the giveaway from the patrons for the cushion. Hope the cushion's doing you very well and it's nice and cushiony, Claire. Hope it's making your sitting down very comfortable. Victoria O'Brien. We had an early start and made it down the M1 to Linford Wood. Had a lovely chat with Andrew Chilcraft about the setup and local area. I later realised I'd lost my With Me Now buff. I was so upset I ordered a replacement only for the original to reappear many, many months down the line in a hidden pocket of Anthony's now rarely used backpack. There you go. You can never have enough buffs, can you? Never have enough. I'm sure they'll come in handy. But thank you very much for purchasing. Carl Barnes. This is a person I've not read before. Hello, Carl. Spur of the moment trip to the beautiful Fountains Abbey from Widnes. We were going to go live from Friday with Nicola from Fountains Abbey. And then we did a internet check, like a 4G check. And there seems to be nothing there around the majority of the course. So to get Fountains Abbey, you'd have to record it. But being there from 4G, she's going to test it out. She's going to trial it out. We'd love to go live from there. She can get in for free. She's a member, National Trust, but we were going to go on Friday, and unfortunately, we don't think it's going to happen now because we don't want to risk it just being potato internet. But we'll try and make it happen. Anyway, Carl Barnes had just toured at the lovely Chadderton Hall for our leap year park run the week before, but obviously that wasn't far away enough. Fountains was as lovely as everyone says. Glad we made the trip before everything stopped. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all a bit melancholy in a way, isn't it? The fact that we look back on this and go, sigh. But we can look forward and go, hooray. Hopefully things being well soon, in due course. Karen Spackman, hello Karen, a trip to Lydiard where unbeknownst to us, it was her 10th birthday and the course was run in reverse. Parkrun royalty, just Kurber, as Josie didn't hear it, and Helen Hood on tour too. A Sea of Purple was brought... A Sea of Purple was brought home by canny crosser Chris Reed in 1339. It felt like I'd only just crossed the start line when I was slapped. Yeah, but it's dog doping, though, isn't it? In all fairness, I mean, to be able to still run that with a dog takes an enormous amount of skill. But you are being towed. I mean, let's not beat around the bush. Jackie O'Connell, touristing Mount Barker Parkrun with lots of other parkrun adventurers for Palm 2020. Well, also, thinking on that, it shows you how fast Andy Baddeley's unassisted time was. Anyway, yes. Parkrun Adventures, Palm 2020. Palm standing for Parkrun Adventures Listener Meetup. Great time catching up with parkrunners from all around Australia. I'm in the Pink Wonderland. I just realised, really good time that you managed to sneak this in before the pause as well. I'm in the Pink Wonderland run top with Tony O'Connell. That's Toc in the purple top hat and Scotty Trickett in the purple volunteer top leading this group. Awesome. Thank you very much for that. And I've been in touch with Mel Ellis and I said, could you do a live? We're going to have a chat on Monday. I'm going to help her guide her through in terms of the old going live when Parkrun UK returns. We're going to make it happen. Eleanor Thompson ran at Woodhouse Moor and my husband and daughters volunteered. Seems like yesterday and so long ago at the same time. Lovely pick. Thank you very much. Kevin Tompkinson wrote the comment and then we had Stuart Harding. I was at my home event at Grangemore Parkrun in Cardiff, having spent the day before having an incredible time stroking and scritching doggos at Crufts. Oh, I didn't know you went to Crufts. No run photos, but a far more important photo of me about to take on a gallon of hot chocolate. You love the camera. And I was listening to Running is BS. I was listening to it this morning. I haven't finished it. I went for a little walk this morning. Really enjoyed it, actually. Really enjoyed it. It was a good accompaniment. Oh, I know I'm a big recommender of it, but yeah, I do enjoy listening to it. It's a good dynamic between Stuart and Amy. Catherine Taylor did do something. She celebrated International Women's Day. And then, of course, Ian Thompson, who's in the photograph, you can see double dose. It's just me, Helen Reese, and Ian Thompson show this morning. I was at Itchy Valley #2 with my dear friend Helen Reese, who'll sing a song about anything. As a devilishly handsome podcast. No, ridiculously attractive. Look how slim in my face I am. There's Kieran Beach. Look at him just over there trying to get in the photo. I'm a bit more chubby cheeks, aren't I? Crikey, governor. Anyway, and Alex round with Helen. There you go. Thank you very much for that. Oh, look, I've got cheekbones. I remember them. Catherine McKeown. It was International Women's Day at Millhouse's Parkrun. We had an all-girl volunteer squad and it all went purple. Yes, it absolutely is a big old success. Did you know that our demographic, Karen Spackman, if you're watching, our demographic is mostly women, 53% for With Me Now. It's like Parkrun. Parkrun, I believe, has actually got a demographic mostly women. Certainly registered. I don't know about participants, but yeah, our social media channels are primarily women, which is nice. Gail Seal, volunteering at Walthamstow Parkrun and posing with our International Women's Day selfie frame. Thank you very much for that, Gail. I expect it's because of the power of Nicola and then, of course, being ridiculously attractive. That draws women in too. Yes. Joe Gibson was at a home run of Princes celebrating Hayley Barnett's 250. Claire Allison, we were at the stunning Baldbury Down Parkrun. I didn't even know this was a parkrun. It must be very new. In Devon. Saw Monty Halls off the TV there. Ate cake afterwards. Photo of us looking like hamsters omitted. No, I want to see your photo, hamster Claire. If you've got chubby cheeks or stuff full of food, I want to see the hamster photograph. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Karen Spackman says, thanks, Danny. I do love my numbers. You are very, very welcome. And hot chocolate envy on Stuart's hot chocolate. Yes, absolutely. Kirk Shepherd made it to a newish run in Berkeley Green and both reaped the rewards of Do I say my R's like a W? Weeped the rewards. A little bit Jonathan Rossi. Increased gym and running load. He got an overall PB and Dawn smashed hers. Super duper. And there's a Dolly buff. Appreciate the old Dolly buff going on. Oh, yes. Dolly buff gives PB powers. Emma Shaw says so. Susie Bannon. I did a 10-mile run with Craig Davidge that day and incorporated Severn Bridge Parkrun into it. I had no idea it would be the last time I would run a parkrun for a year, as the following week I volunteered. Sigh. John Japp at Preston Park for International Women's Day, where we had women pacing everything from 90 minutes to jog walk. There was a running theme, wasn't there? Very much. International Women's Day, purple. Many events got involved. It's great. Lots of people engaged. Lots of runners inspired by the positive roles of so many female pacers. Amen. Sam Wally. I was at Dishley before heading to the Intercounties cross-country XC champs at Presswold Hall. Get my words out, Danny. Berkshire XC Sec hat on. Lots of abbreviations. Bumped into a couple of clubmates whose sons were racing that day. Results say that Woodley was cancelled that day. Why, Rob Widdis? Oh, hang on a minute. Sounds like she's saying, hang in, Rob, out to dry. Got cancelled by the park's ground staff a couple of days beforehand due to poor condition of the park. Oh, Juniors was cancelled too the following day. Oh, blimey. Oh, didn't know that. Galbengia. We were at Footscray Meadow for an F that my boys needed. A lovely, friendly, small park run. My middle son was with the tail walkers as he was in a boot and on crutches with a fractured foot. Ended up being our last park run, which of course self-isolating the following week. And the world's smallest photograph from Footscray Meadows. You shrunk the photograph, Gail. Did you wash it on high temperature? Michael Dodd, Craig Miles, and Garnish, Kate Epperon, all writing things. Please go and have a read if you want to see what they say, guys. Claire Rosemary Evans, lovely photograph of the flowers. I ran at Armley where we were celebrating International Women's Day and everyone was encouraged to wear purple, of course. Even the crocuses seem to have got the memo. Well, hopefully we'll be able to do similar next year. Get all the purples out for next year's equivalent. Lynn Simpson. I was at Itchy Valley too. Oh, there you go. Oh, look, it's me. It's me in the background. Hello. Hello, Lynn. Was my nearest not yet done, and I had a rare opportunity to run without a pushchair. I believe, yeah, you didn't want to come and speak to me. You were too shy. Is that right? You didn't come over to say hello. You were frightened. Oh, that's a shame. But please don't be frightened to see me if you're in the same place as I in future. I'd love to say hello to you. Then home to get showered and changed and off to the Royal Albert Hall to watch the Royal Marines band. I miss days like that. They're coming back soon. Coming back soon. Stephanie Smith, Crane Park with Mark Allen. We were trying to reach as many park runs as possible by train, and this is one of them. I'm loving seeing these new people that I've never mentioned or read out before. Hello to all of you. It was Pacer Week, and I was dragged around by this amazing runner to achieve one of my highest age gradings, 69.4%. We had a lovely morning at this interesting park. Happy days. I'm amazed at how short my hair is in the photo. I need a haircut. Yeah, I think looking back a year ago, we've all changed quite drastically in many ways. And I would love to give a shout out. Please, may I give a shout out to the heroes of this past lockdown 1, 2, and 3. For those of you who are very fortunate enough to work from home, may I give a lot of love to the few items of stretchy clothing that we've all existed in pretty much on rotation that have enabled us all to grow a little larger comfortably. So thank you to all the stretchy pants that we own out there. It's much appreciated. Thank you to the oversized clothing we thought we'd never fit into. If it wasn't for you, we'd all end up being nude. Right, Michael Woods, Wallerton Hall Parkrun with Team Woods. My last parkrun of 2020 as I was run director at Briley Forest the week after. You cut your face off, Michael. Landscape, Michael. Landscape, not portrait. We want to see more of your face. And a 500 t-shirt. They're not becoming so rare now, are they? 500s everywhere. And there's my one with my little Betty Boo paw on the front. And I dare not even try to get into it. Alex Latham again, like Matt Miller. Just wants to say where he was. No more context. And John's Bedworth Park Run, home of a brilliant cafe. Yes, they've got a scrap on, haven't they? Still got a few hours, couple more hours for the votes to come in for Bedworth and also Mount Gambier. It's going to be close. I mean, there are some fantastic cafes. They really are everywhere. I mean, I don't think we've done it justice in terms of just. I can only go by the nominations, but there are just multiple brilliant cafes out there. Christopher Hartley, can't find a photo. Andy Hickling, adventure south from me at Basingstoke Park Run. Hi, Andy. Hi. How you doing? I met him at begins with P. Pontefract. Get it out of your brain, Danny. Pontefract. Thank you, Andy. Laura Robinson, International Women's Day at Fletcher Moss Park Run with Joanne Doyle and Vicky B. Clark. Happy days, International Women's Day. Selfie frames when you could all bunch up together and be close. Oh, dear. And I keep saying, oh, dear, a sigh. I longingly, but I know it's coming. It's going to be good going forward. Amy Tremaine, I was at the Wanstead Flats Park Run mud bath for Catherine Gurney's 150th. Kath, I bet you're glad you're not stuck on 149. Arbitrary! Get yourself an arbitrary t-shirt, please. Arbitrary. Colin Apps. at Snowdon Field for my last parkrun. Can't believe it's a year ago. Snowdon Field. Yes. Well, actually, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the place where I went up. That's the church, isn't it? That I felt I was going to fall down the steps from. I remember it well. Tiny Libby and Tiny Steve flew up the steps because they're the size of ants. And here I am lunking up the stairs, feeling like I'm about to fall down at any moment. Fearing for my life. Miranda Hall. That's a very high-res picture, Miranda. It's a very good shot. Volunteering at my home park run at Fletcher Moss, a lovely marshalling spot by the River Mersey on a cold but sunny morning. Dave Sabby Williams. Me and hubby at Blandford. First park run that I was allowed to run after my broken arm. So only managed to get two in where I could run again before it all ended. Lovely community feel as always, though looking back there was a cringe-worthy moment where someone asked if there were any tourists from Wuhan. Yeah. Reflecting back, we all did and said a lot of things, didn't we, back then, not recognizing or realizing the severity. Carol Hurley, Bear Island Park Runners, Jacinta Clare and Carol. Hello, Carol Hurley, you're new too. County Galway, we were up for a run in Kinvara and did the park run that morning. Glad we did now. A lovely run through the forest. Thank you very much for that. And we've done so fantastically well. We have grown our Facebook followers, likers, I guess, by 20%. Based on the World Cup of Beauty and Cafes, we're going to top the 3,000 mark, which we should have been a long, long time ago. But we're getting there. So hello to all you new people. Janet Withers, Holden Forest Park Run, celebrating International Women's Day. Thank you very much for the photograph. Look at the doggy saying, what are you doing? What are you doing just there? What photograph are you taking? And then Pippa White, no photograph. And then Zahia, left Millhouses Park Run, International Women's Day in the trusty hands of... How much have you written? Oh, see more. There's nothing more to see, Facebook. International Women's Day in the trusty hands of the all-female roster. We were due to run Roma Pineto Park Run, but all Italian park runs, of course. Yeah, they were cancelled while we were there, and also the half marathon. Decided to see if we could set a park run course in Mount Vesuvius instead, as that was one of the few places open in an already locked down Italy. Wow. Okay. We did a freedom run around the Roma Pineto course a couple of days later. So I finished business in Italy and I'll be back. What an unfortunate set of circumstances, Hazel, here. But I mean, volcanoes, I've been up Etna. They're amazing, aren't they? They really are fantastic. Julie Patterson, Tollcross Park Run, International Women's Day, and Lorraine's 250th Park Run. Me, left, Lorraine, right. Pictured with the other 250 ladies present that day. I don't know where my... I'm about to say purple. It's not purple. It's aubergine, isn't it? Aubergine t-shirt. So t-shirt is singular. Need to find that. Stuart Brownwood. I had one of my most parkrun days ever. Only right that the boys volunteer and show support on International Women's Day. I was marshalling with my goddaughter Orlaith, pronounced Orla, sorry, at Prince's while her mum Tina took her women's running group round to finish her C2 Couch to 5K. I always read that as like circa 25,000 because it's not a capital C. Couch to 5K program. Orla deserves so much credit. It was her first time volunteering at any event, let alone an adult one, but she was a star of the show, giving every single runner amazing support. It was fab. Nice one, Orla. And then nearly done, Philip Sawyer, Walsall Arboretum with wife and niece, says Philip Sawyer. With wife. Does wife not have a name, Philip? Not have a name? Okay, fair enough. Callum Burrell does 2 photographs. Bit cheeky. The last, oh no, actually it's not 2 photographs, it's 1 photograph done as a composite, right? The last time the Burrells are physically at a park run, Lindsay and I were on run director duties for a particularly busy Burnish park run. I just realised you circumvented the rules of 1 photograph by putting 2 pictures into 1 photo. Very clever, Callum. Very clever. Very good. International Women's Day. Not reading anymore because you managed to finagle me. Sandra Stockford, we were getting there. What is wrong with me today? We were there getting muddy with you at Itchy Valley. Did I say hello to you, Sandra? I don't think I did I? Maybe I did. It was a very busy morning. It was hectic. Elliot Lyne ran at Oakland. He had a training session in central Birmingham straight afterwards. Then we had Brett Duncan. Hello, Brett. Again, more new people. Hello to everybody that's posted new things. Thank you very much for engaging. I made the pilgrimage to Bushy Park with my son, followed by England versus Wales women at Twickenham Stoop, and then on to Twickenham for England versus Wales men. Fabulous day. How many people have been in that? Hang on, Twickenham to England versus Wales at Twickenham. Would there have been 80,000 in that stadium that day? Crikey, looking back on it all, isn't it? With the power of hindsight. Melissa Ellis, hello. And he said, Hell Ellis. Hello, Melissa Ellis. We were at Cleland Parkrun, Australia. It was a Parkrun Adventurers listener meetup, but because we had already done go away phone call, that's a cold call. said a cold call. Go away. We know you had a car crash. No, I have not. We had already done the Mount Barker event. We snuck off to Cleveland for a new event and then joined everyone at Mount Barker for brunch. Funny story, Cleveland is very hilly, but I looked at the map and told Paul it's along a ridge line, so it should be quite flat. And then a laughing emoji. Very funny story, Mel. I'll speak to you on Monday, Mel. But Mel is going to be the one, hopefully, that will hopefully host us when we're back in Parkrun England. I keep saying Parkrun England. I mean, you never know. The rest of the UK might be available at that time. I'm hoping. Janina Root, last parkrun in Germany before the pause. Glad I was almost back to healthy again and able to join after having to pause on Leap Day. Invited my soccer girls to participate because of International Women's Day. And this is my attempt to dress the finish line appropriately. It's a good effort. It's a pretty good effort, may I say. I like that. Every little helps. Robin Williamson, I were touring at Lincoln. He were touring at Lincoln. He was. Thank you, Robin. And then we had Karen Howell. I was at Preston Parkrun celebrating Jeff Kenyon's 100 milestone and getting a course PB and rang the PB bell. Oh, the days of ringing PB bells. They'll be back soon. Paul Hobbs is up on March the 7th. I was on my way to Birmingham. So no parkrun for me. Reading is my first love. Get out of here. But you won 3-1, I see. Get out of here. And then, oh, goodness me. Really? Attention seeking? Beverly Gow. My last parkrun as I was a run director on the last parkrun day. That was at Kingston, wasn't it? Was at Downview with Downs View run director Lawrence Bromley. So Downs View is in Canada, Toronto, near Toronto. And there you go. Look, everyone. Look, it's Darren Wood, the most runningest parkrunner in the world. And then who else can I spot in there? Photograph-wise, let's have a peek. I think I certainly should recognise more people in this photograph. Shouldn't I? Was it just Darren? Okay, fair enough. There you go. And then Lawrence is chatting away to Bev. Hope you're doing well, Lawrence, if you're watching. Amanda Murray Hind. Oh, okay, right. You've done it too, right? Not doing it. You've pushed the boundaries like Callum. Multiple photographs in one photo. That's circumventing the rules. Can't be having that. Steve Milne visited Mbabane. Sorry if I get that wrong. In the Kingdom of Eswatini, along with Michelle Rivet, Kevin Jones, and Colin Dinwoody. Crikey, you were lucky to get down there as well, weren't you? Colin became the first parkrunner to run an event in 23 different parkrun countries, 22 active countries. Oh, yeah, because you have all the tourist thing about who's to be the first in the different countries thing. Ali Shepherd, I was at home, Walthamstow, for my 100th parkrun on International Women's Day. Very muddy course and some cakes. Was this the Nidge? Is this the one? I managed to get the I right on my name, unlike the ones I took to Nicholas 500th. Oh, the Nudge. I was trying to remember. Where was Nudge? It's the 500th, wasn't it? With the NJC. Janet Todd travelled to Beverly Westwood to complete the course before the cattle were returned to the stray. Right. I recognise I've probably gone on way too long. Yeah, 33 minutes. Yes, way too long. Facebook, angry. Susie Bannon, Lynn, Diane Norman. Yeah, I'm angry. I'm angry at Logitech as well and UPS. Right. Sorry, says Callum. I might, again, it's cheeky, Callum. I'll give you respect. I'll give you credit. But you've put 3 exclamation marks. Even more in my bad books now. Don't take it seriously. Just in case. Dear Danny, I thought that you were being very serious. Right. Just going through the comments. I have had a car crash. I didn't have a car crash, did I? I got driven into. When you have a car crash, the symbolism or the picture in your mind is 2 cars come together, isn't it? That you're driving together. I got driven into. There was a crash into my car. Yes, that's true. But I was completely static. Anyway, still got my no claims bonus, which is good because it wasn't my fault. Right then. Can't wait to tell the little munchkin she got a shout out. Cheers, Danny, to Orla. You're very welcome, Stuart. You're very, very welcome. Holly Tree. This live has highlighted that I definitely need to start taking more photos at parkrun. Really enjoying seeing everyone's memories. It's something that I think some people just they go along and they don't do, which is brilliant. I have a massive habit of going and try to document photograph wise because they come back online social media and post it all up. And let's exit that. Let's get rid of the screen. Actually, don't need to see that anymore. Let's remove that. And yeah, I think it's a very good thing to do because, of course, we always have Tiny Steve. That's a bit of a compulsion as well. We always have the Tiny Steve photograph, this me doing the selfie and have Tiny Steve in the background. So that always triggers us to take a photograph and give us a memory of it all. And the reason why we put it up on social media is because it's stored there. The servers are there. It's a fantastic way to diarize everything, I find, without having to find hard drives or computers of your own. Computers changed. You might lose a USB drive or a hard drive here or there. but everything's in the cloud, as it were, so you can access it that way. It's a very, very good way to do it. So definitely take more photographs once we get back to parkrun. Definitely recommend that. And there you go. Right, Danny has the best memory of anyone I know. Mine is useless. Certainly when it comes to parkrun, it feels like I turned the record button on in my brain, and I can just feel feedback on almost everything that we're there. I'm pretty good at it. Sometimes there's too much in there now. Going to too many events, it all becomes a big mess. I need to get back into practice. Right. Well, anyway, I will go and go through the comments afterwards. Many thanks, Danny. Great photos, everyone. Picture tells 1,000 words. Boopy snoots tomorrow. I think it'll be the last boopy snooters for us to go through, because it's the least engaged, into the least watched, I should say. It's the one of the most engaged with photographs of the pets, but the least watched videos. It's interesting to see what really grabs people's attentions. Anyway, take care. Gone on for far too long as always, because I talk too much. Love to you all. See you soon. And yeah, see you tomorrow. How many of these am I going to do? 70? 70 lives? Does that sound good? 10 weeks worth? We'll see. Ta-ra. Ha! Wrong video. Bye.